But is what the plan is going to be. I'm going to save up enough money. In a year's time, probably going to travel with a friend to overseas. My initial place to travel would be like China or something. But I heard that right now, at least from my parents, that it's kind of hard because COVID's still at large there. Who knows if it'll be the same year's time, but other than that, I'd want to go to Korea and Japan because I've never gone before. So fun to just go with someone, but if you don't have anyone to go with, see that's what I'm up to at this point. Planning, okay, I can go, okay, I can go. I have the money, bro. I easy have the money, you know, to go to Japan, Korea for 2 months. Easy, easy. The book a plane ticket, bye bye. Like literally in a month, just go. But I have no one to go with. Like that's what I'm up to at this point. I want to go with someone, but I have no one to go with. Well. Finally, the day has finally come. I'm gonna go to Korea and Japan. And I thought I'd throw away this little video, stream/video. Just gonna talk about it, talk about some of my thoughts. Alright, so basically, finally leaving. It's just gonna be me, right? I've said this for a long time in all my streams. I've wanted to go for so long, right? Ever since like maybe 2 years ago, or like 1.5 years ago, ever since I started getting money, right? Where I could just go myself. But I just have never had anyone that was, to go with, right? My one friend ditched me for his other group of friends, and everyone else is just like, it's either they got their own shit or they don't want to go away overseas for that long. See, I got sick of waiting, so I was just like, fuck it. Let's just go by myself. I don't know when I'm going to return back, so I want to make the most of this trip. And that includes a 1 to 2 months overseas. Well, it's planned to be 2 months. It could be altered shorter. Who knows? But yeah, like next time I want to go to Spain. The time after that, I want to go to China. Like, once you go somewhere, you might not go back. And that's why I added Korea to the mix as well. Because I'm like, I can't go to Japan and not go to Korea just because they're so close. You know what I mean? But now that I'm getting close to departure date, I'm kind of regretting my decision a bit. I think it'll be harder than I think it will be. Like, it's one thing researching all the place. Like, I was having so much fun this holiday. I mean, my restaurant closed, the place I was working at. But yeah, I remember talking about it on stream back to a year and a half ago. My journey, like wanting to do this, and finally it's gonna come to life. It feels kind of surreal in a way. Yeah, like I was saying, I was having so much fun during this break, like researching like places to go. There's so many cities that I'm going to be hitting in Japan, right? A month and a half, 46 days. It's a long time. 5 to 7 days in each place. There's a lot of shit to organize, which is hard, but I was having so much fun, like researching, like just going on Google Maps and then just searching the different places and just seeing what's in them, right? Fast forward a month or two later to when, like, I'm leaving in 48 hours. Or like a bit less. Like, I'm leaving, today's Thursday. I'm leaving Saturday 4:40, right? Leaving in less than 48 hours. Now it's kind of hitting me that it's gonna be a lot harder than I think it will be. Like, oh, it's easy, just go, but there's so much shit that you have to like think about, right? And there's so much shit that could go wrong. First of all, going to a foreign location, I don't speak the language, I don't know anyone there. My parents don't even know I'm going by myself. That's the crazy part. Because they're fucking doubters. Even though I said to them I was going to go with, friends and a group of people, they're still worried, you know? But, like, I heard Japan's, like, the best place for solo travelers. It's, like, one of the easiest places. That's what I heard. It could be 100% wrong, but I am willing. I love challenges, those who know me know I love a challenge, especially if you watch my streams and shit. So I'm willing to prove them wrong, that I can do this, that I'm a grown adult, and then I can go solo. It's gonna be probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't know though. I mean, you see people who travel by themselves all the time, you know. Yeah. But this is like my first, well, not my first time. The first time I did it was in Singapore. It's easy for a short amount of time. This is potentially 2 months. So I don't know. I don't know. I think once I get to Japan, it'll be easier. I'll tell you about my itinerary, but once I get to Japan and I'm just traveling via train, it'll be easier. And also it's just one country. You know, I'll get used to it. The first few days will be fucking hard, but I'll probably get used to it. But yeah, it was really fun researching. But now once it's actually hit me that I'm actually going and I'm organizing my luggage and shit, man, it's definitely gonna be harder than I thought it would be. Like I have a lot of fucking gear. Okay, so the plan is altered, right? That's the thing. Like in my last stream, I said it was China, it was Korea, and then Japan. Right, I was gonna go back to Beijing with my parents, go to the grandparents' home, you know, see them again. It's been 8 years. That would have been fun. Stop by Korea as a little stopover, then go to Japan. That was the point where I was like, it was just Japan before that point, but I was like, if I'm going through Beijing, going to Japan, I can't not stop at South Korea. It's literally in the middle. But now I'm not going to China anymore. But I still want to go to South Korea, so I'm still going. But the reason I'm not going back to China, even though I want to, my mom had to go. Well, I always said she had like an emergency like thing, like business. Yeah, she was gonna go like October last year or like December. That's where I put in my leave. But unfortunately, she wasn't able to go. And then finally she was able to go middle of January, and then once she came back, she got sick. It was terrible. Someone of her age feels really like hard, you know, going overseas like that by herself. Like the coldness, the Chinese customs also pretty strict, but she just didn't like going. She likes traveling, just not back to China because I don't know. She says it's not that good, like the living conditions as well. So because of that, I mean, as a family, we're not going back. It's just going to be my dad, and I didn't want to go with him, just by us two. So yeah, not going back. So it'll be just South Korea and Japan. The same trip itinerary that I said I would do. You know, going to Seoul, then going in a loop. So Seoul, Sapporo, Hakodate, Sendai, Tokyo. Shizuoka, Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, Fukuoka, Kagoshima. Those are the places I'm staying in. There's also like stuff that I'm gonna do outside those cities. Like I'll go to Nagoya from Kyoto, and you know Nara, Miyajima, Tashirajima Cat Island. You know all that stuff. So going all throughout, and then going back to Busan and then going back to Seoul. I don't know if I'll have enough money for Busan and Seoul. I'm just going to say that. So I don't know if that's going to happen. If I just explore Japan, that'll be fine. I do want to like at least check out Busan and Seoul, but who knows? Like these are just plans. They might not happen. Like my parents, right? My parents were saying, okay, well, my mom was worried. She didn't want me to go. Like I said, I didn't even tell them I was going by myself. If I told them that, they'd definitely say no. But yeah, like even when I told them like I was gonna go with a group, they were still hesitant. My mum was like, "Oh yeah, what was she like?" She just flat out just didn't want me to go. I mean, because first of all, my dad was gonna go overseas back to China to take care of his parents regardless, so she didn't really want to be at home by herself, but just by herself. But I wanted to go. Like she wants company, right? She wants company. She's a parent that doesn't want their son to like even leave home. Like she wants to like me to be here forever type shit. Very protective. So yeah, but I want to go because it'll be a new challenge. It'll be a new experience. I haven't gone overseas in 4 years since before COVID. But on the other side, my dad doesn't really care if I go. He's fine with it. once, obviously, same with my mom, just wants me to be with some, like, a group. And also, he doesn't want me to stay that long. When I told him I was gonna stay until the end of March, even though I was gonna stay until 12th of April, he was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Are you kidding me? Well, not really like that, but like his overall attitude sounded like that. And I was like, God damn it, bro. But we'll see. I mean, plans change, okay? I've booked everything, sure. I've only booked the flights. I've booked tickets where I can change the flights for a fee, but I can't change them. I booked every hotel I want to stay in. I haven't paid for them. Like, there's a pay a hotel option. But yeah, so instead, I'll be taking Singapore Airlines. I'll be going to Singapore, so in less than 48 hours, I'll be heading on the plane. Heading to Singapore. I have a 10-hour layover there. I booked a cheaper flight, but the cheaper one has me on a 10-hour layover in Singapore, but it's from Singapore time 9:30 to like 8 a.m. 9:30 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I won't even be able to go out. On my flight back to Singapore though, it's in like 4:40 p.m. or something. I have time to check out Singapore before I head home to here. I don't know how fucked I'll be though. I don't know how tiring I'll be. I think I'm gonna lose a lot of weight. We'll see. The thing I'm really worried about is getting sick. If I get sick, that'll fuck everything up. That'll be fucking annoying. There'll be a lot of content though on my travel vlog channel. 2 months later, it'll be like I hope I don't lose content. The things I'm worried about is either SD cards failing, losing content, or getting sick. Those are the two. I'm not even worried about like not even speaking the language. Like those are the two top things I'm worried about. I'm also planning on making a short film as well. But yeah, is that it? I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Final thoughts. Final thoughts, bro. Final fucking thoughts. It's gonna be harder than I think it will be. Some days I'll feel like shit. So I have to pace myself. I have to really pace myself. I have this, oh man. I can't get overwhelmed, or I can't like try to do so many things at the start. And it's fine too, because what I have in mind is Sapporo is going to be like, Hokkaido is going to be very cold. So I'm just going to take it more easy. Seoul's going to be less cold. Sapporo is like 2 degrees tops, 4 degrees. It depends on the day. Seoul right now is like 10. Or when I'm there, it'll be like around 10ish. So it'll be cool. But the first day I arrive in Seoul, I'll be fucking jet lagged as fuck. I probably won't get too much sleep. I'll arrive there around 4 a.m. p.m. I mean, I got 2 hotels booked there. One in like in the city center, kind of like near most places. Like that's the first night, like near the palaces, the Seoul Tower. But the second hotel I've booked is a suite. Now this suite costs pretty much as a 5-star like a 4-star hotel, right? Like it's like 200 to 300 a night, which isn't that bad. I mean, you have hotels in Tokyo costing 500 a night, right? But it's not even a suite. It's not even that large. But anyway, the only problem is the location's not that good, right? It's pretty far away from most attractions. I mean, you have to take the train for like 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe. So yeah, I mean, and also the day I'm arriving Sunday, certain days are more expensive than other days, like certain nights. And that Sunday is more expensive than that. So I booked another hotel closer to this. So what I'm going to do is that day, hopefully, I don't know if the first day in Seoul, I don't know if I'll do anything. I probably won't even. I'll probably just go around the neighborhood. Hopefully I will be able to, but if not, I'm probably going to estimate that I'm just going to sleep until the next day, where I'm close to all the attractions, the temples, there's towers, so I can go see all that in the second day. And then, leave my luggage at the hotel. Then, towards the end of that day, transfer to the next hotel. And then the third day, I think I'll be closer to, like, the south side of the Han River. So there's, like, the north side with all the, the ancient shit. And then bottom side with the more modern shit. So I'll be closer to that. So I'll go to the Gangnam and also like the I don't know what's that one place called? The Olympic Stadium, the Olympic Park on the third day. Fourth day I'll go somewhere, but mostly I'll try to relax. And then fifth day I'm off to Sapporo, and then I'll probably relax that day, and then so like I said, I'm not gonna go super crazy the first few days. Because once I get to Sendai, right? Once I get to Tokyo, it's gonna be fully out of control. It's gonna be crazy. Especially Tokyo. Like Tokyo is huge. It's like a mega city. I thought 7 days was enough, so I actually extended it to 12 days, and even that might not be enough. But yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking insane. It'll be harder than I ever think it will be. It'll probably be the hardest thing I've yet to do in my life, probably. Going to a foreign location by myself, not speaking the language, not knowing anyone there, for potentially 2 months. Potentially. But we'll see what happens. This is an experience, dude. Oh man. And being someone with social anxiety too, like I'm gonna vlog everything, right? It's gonna be awkward sometimes. Like I just gotta push kind of overcome my social anxiety in a way. But yeah, like the video if you like it, sub if you're not, and I'll see you in the next video.